Visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
You gonna feed me in your nightmare.
Show 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. And that's this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Wide, get wide. X3, 218, chop.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Crunch time, defense. Check.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check motion. 49.
Mahomes now on 1st down, looking for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Jet bombers. Jet bombers.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Mike 91. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 91.
On 2nd and 9, stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On the ground, it's Thompson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now here's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nicole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
60 outlaw. 61. Max.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
To throw again on second down. Stick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, what a juke into space. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Mahomes now to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Nicole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, turn it up. You go tight.
Fair.
You got tight right there.
Go. Fight.
1st and 10, stick. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. I'm coming.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the carry, Thompson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On play action, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow.
Go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You must be
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got three.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check 50. Shoot. Watch the edge.
Leo. Let's go.
Stick from the gun. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now Gordon on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now stick. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Thompson, and an alley-oop, and a loose football, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Chris Jones on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Break.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Stop.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Stick looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Jam. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 15.
Switch.
Here we go. Finish the game.
They go right back to Mack. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the pass. Yellow. 49's the mark. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't easy.
This a give to Mack running to the right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I'm coming after you. Kill.
Now a run with Mack. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. That is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
80 weapon.
On second down, it's Mack. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Completes it to Hardman. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
I got you, punk. Win the rep. Let's go right here.
They run with Thompson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Watch the run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
57 color. 61. Matchbox, light. Watch it.
Mahomes going to throw. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Watch the twist.
Looking to run with Mack. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
90 Wolf.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Complete. It's Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Gordon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Shift. Watch the shift. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Shift. Shift. Watch out. Watch out.
Hey, Sam off. 5.
Here's Stick. 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. On is the Chargers punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down, and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs? So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Chiefs, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with a...
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up.